Number 15, find and describe the error that occurs in the work below. So we have some work below, and they're telling us somewhere in all of this work, a mistake was made. Our job is to figure out what that mistake was, where it was made, and to describe it. The way we do this is we just ignore this right now. Let's just figure out, instead of trying to figure out what went wrong, let's figure out what's the right way to do it. So I've got the initial problem right here, and let's just ignore this for a while, and let's just figure out what the right way to do it is. So let's solve the equation correctly. So I'm starting seeing that we've got a parenthesis here. So I know that if I want to solve means to get x by itself. Parentheses mean we need to do a distributive property. So I've got 5 times 4. So we started out with 4 x's, but after we times that by 5, there's actually 20 x's over here. And we've got a minus 2, but that also has to get multiplied by 5. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. So we'll write minus 10 right here. And then on the other side of the equal sign, we have 15. Let's keep going until we have x by itself. Okay, so we've got the 20 connected to the x, and we've got the 10 not connected. The one that's not connected, we move first. So let's add 10 to each side. Opposite of subtracting is to add. So these will cancel. So we have 20x over here. And on this side, 15 plus 10, there's 25 over here. Okay. All right, so if we want to get x by itself to solve, then we need to move the 20. This is 20 times x. The opposite of timesing is dividing, so let's divide by 20 on each side. Okay. All right, so there's an x left over here. And 25 divided by 20 would either be 5/4. That's a great way of writing it. Or if you wanted, I'm sure you could write 5 divided by 4, would that be 1.25? So you could also write x equals 1.25. Either of those would be a correct solution. So now what we can do is we can compare what we did, which is correct, to this, which was a mistake being made. Let's see if we can find that mistake. So they started out by doing the distributive property, and we have 20x minus 10 equals 15. Okay, so they did step 1 correctly, didn't they? Okay. What did we do next? We then added 10 to each side, and then we got 20x equals 25. And let's see if that's what they have. 20x equals 5. So we've found the mistake, didn't we? We have a 25 right here. But they have a 5. So so somewhere between here and here, they made a mistake. So I'm just trying to think, how might they have gotten a 5? What could they have done wrong? So I'm looking above, and I'm thinking, okay, so what if, we added 10 to each side, but what if we didn't? What if we subtracted 10 to each side? That's wrong, but if you do that, you see how 15 minus 10 is 5? So describe the error in words below. So what I think happened is that between step 1 and step 2, they were supposed to add 10 to each side, but they subtracted 10 to each side. So describe the error in words below. So I'll say from step 1 to step 2, they subtracted 10 from each side. They subtracted, 10. I'll move that over just a little bit. There we go. From each side. But they should have added. Added 10. And we've found the error and we've solved it correctly. We did it.